Mega Mike the Movie Man, and today got a mega movie plan. Today I am back with another mega review on Licorice Pizza. I'm going to go over my general thoughts of the movie, so no spoilers. I'm going to go over the good, the bad, and my recommendation on whether you should go out and see this one or not. So stick around to the end of the video for that recommendation. But without further ado, let's get started. So to get into the good of the movie first. Now, Licorice Pizza is a comedy drama written and directed by Paul Thomas Anderson. And wow, this movie does a great job of transporting you into the 70s based on the production and set design. You're just going to have such a fun time seeing all these classic references in the background and picking out all these Easter eggs of different things you remember. Lot of nostalgia here. Even at one point you see the classic Adam West Batmobile in the background. So this movie has a lot of fun. There's a lot of great comedic moments. You're gonna be laughing out loud at the most random times with this movie. But then there's also great dramatic moments here. And these two main characters really form a unlikely bond and friendship, and you get to see the relationship develop throughout this movie. So it's a true coming of age story, and it reminds you of a classic John Hughes high school movie. So that just gives you such a great feeling and gets you intrigued and interested in the movie. And the main characters have a lot of different things going on in their lives. One of them is a entrepreneur of sorts, trying out different business opportunities, and then the other one is trying to support them on that journey. But you see how there's so many different challenges that they're going through as they develop their bond and friendship throughout the movie. It's just a lot of. And now to get into some more good of the movie. Wow, there is a great cast here, especially the two main lead actors here are just new fresh faces that bring something a little bit different to the screen, which I really enjoyed. You have Alana Haim playing the main lead actress, who really is the main focus of this story, but does everything well in this movie in terms of performance, does all the dramatic stuff great, awesome at the comedic elements, and then bringing that romance intrigue to the movie as well. I think she plays it perfectly. And then you have the main lead actor, which is another fresh face, Cooper Hoffman. I think these two main leads play off each other well. They have a good chemistry. You really buy into the bond and friendship and the relationship they're growing over time, and it just feels very natural on screen. It just works in every way it can possibly work. And then you also get to see some familiar faces that show up in this movie that add a little bit more star power, which is great. You got Sean Penn that shows up for a small role, but it's great to see him in this movie, especially just because he reminds me of some classic high school movies like Fast Times. And then you also see Bradley Cooper show up, which has some very funny, surprising moments in this movie. So I like how they added a lot of new faces, but brought back some star power, and that combination in this movie just works so well. And it is everybody giving their absolute best performance here. Everybody completely brings this A game to make this story completely believable and relatable, and we totally buy into the plot of this movie. Now to get into the bad of the movie. Now there are going to be some elements of this movie that I know some people are probably going to find a little creepy and a little bit different, so just be prepared for that. When you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's a lot of uncomfortable moments during this movie, but I think the movie is trying to get you to feel that way, but just be prepared for that. And like I said, once you see the movie, you'll know exactly what I am talking about. And then also, this movie does get a little too long. I feel like they could have cut maybe 15 or 20 minutes out of this movie and still kept all the same major story beats and just be a little bit tighter of a movie package overall and just flow a little bit better. There are a couple parts in the second half of the movie that just get drawn out a little bit too much and just kind of drag it down just a little bit. Nothing too major, but I think those are some areas the movie could have been improved upon. Action! Now to get into my recommendation of the movie. Should you go out and see this movie? Is it worth your time? Well, I had a lot of fun with this movie. To me, it was a complete blast of a movie because I like the old classic John Hughes movies, the high school coming of age stories. I think that's something we haven't seen in cinema in quite some time. To see that come back, I think that was such a breath of fresh air. I had so much fun with it. But I don't think this movie is going to work for everyone. If you're somebody that's not really into the romantic drama type of movies, this movie probably won't be for you. But what's great is there are a lot of comedic elements. So I think if you're a comedy fan, you are going to have some fun laugh out loud moments here. And I think that will get you through the movie. But really, if you're not interested in those types of elements of a movie, you don't really care about movies trying to go for those big Oscar plays, you're just a big action blockbuster type of person, well, then yeah, maybe this movie isn't the best choice for you. But I'm telling you, I had a great time with this movie. It definitely would have made my honorable mention list of the year for some of the best movies. Probably wouldn't crack my top 10, but definitely a honorable mention at least, just because I had such a great time with this film.
I'm not gonna forget you. Who's in the best-selling show? Just like you're not gonna forget me. Gross.
So that will do it for today's mega review of Licorice Pizza. Let me know in the comments below, have you seen this movie yet? What'd you think of it? Or have you never even heard of this movie, but maybe now based off my recommendation, you're planning out to go and see it? Definitely let's have those movie discussions in the comments below. And if you're discovering my channel for the first time, make sure you subscribe today. That way I can get you all that future movie review, movie ranking, movie news, and movie haul content. I post often and I don't want you to miss anything, and you get to be a part of building this mega film fan community together on this channel. Also, like the video, and this is Mega Mike the Movie Man reminding you to make every day a movie day.